All right. Game on, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on? Welcome to the Stump. I'm Ross with 98.1 The Max, and we do this every Wednesday, 3 p.m. We have local bands come in, and we talk about what's going on with their music, what's going on in the scene, their favorites, their favorite knots. Next week, we have Burn the Witch, and the week after that, I forgot who we had, but we have somebody, and they're going to be extra special. But this week is special because I want to see you.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm going to move over here. This week's special because I don't know if you've heard of them, but you need to see them. This is Beg. Audra and Thomas of Beg. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is actually the first time you kind of like been affiliated with the station. You guys actually competed with Next to Rock last year when we were at the Tin Roof, and you kind of just threw, the whole kitchen sink at everybody's face, and it was awesome to watch. It really was. So thank you so much for coming in today.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Absolutely, absolutely. You guys are, I don't know how to start it off other than the fact that, you guys are just visceral and just like, would it be weird for me to say that you guys are like a better version of like Hole?
I wouldn't like if you said that.
You would like that? You would like that?
Yeah, we do a cover of a Hole song, and like their song is nice.
Yeah.
But I feel like ours is different.
But put a lot of energy.
Yeah.
We like to play. And, feed off just the two-piece. I think really works.
Yeah, it's like two pieces are awesome because it's hard to get three people in the same room for one common purpose. But you guys have a kind of freedom.
It's hard to get three people in the room for band practice too.
It really is.
It like works.
So how long you guys been playing together?
On and off for 6 or 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
On and off, was it like people go to college and other things happen, life just happens?
Beg is our new project that we have been doing the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm. About 5-6 years ago, we played in a band called Snagglepuss that kind of rearranged as a 3 to 4 piece sometimes. And yeah, over time we just kind of lost track of each other and then kind of met back and decided that it was time to start back again with a new name, new songs. So yeah, this is something that we've been working with for about a year now. So Beg has just reached over its first birthday, so we're ready to kind of bring it out. Yeah, it's been fun.
It has been fun, and it's fun watching you guys really kind of just develop too, because I think we played a show with you back at Stage Stop, and that's got to be going on like 2 years now, or a year. Has it been long?
It's been over a year. There were 3 of us then.
Okay. Was it 3 of you then?
For a very brief time. But
okay.
The two-piece thing just kind of works for the grunge that we do.
Okay.
So it's
in the pedal combo. She's got a layout where she's got both control over guitar and bass, either individually or simultaneously. So that makes it nice to really be able to flick on.
You're doing the split signal?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right on.
So I think it's like our claim to fame that we can fit both the bass setup and the guitar setup and the drums, and both of us in the station wagon.
Makes sense. Compact.
That's not a small task for sure. What kind of station wagon are we talking?
It's like a Volkswagen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a golf wagon.
A golf wagon.
It's a premium.
Anytime anybody says station wagon, I feel like I always picture those old Jeeps with like the wood panel on the side.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my next
That'll
car.
be
I want that wood paneling.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The National Lampoon like Christmas like European Vacation or whatever like that.
Always. The uglier the better.
Yeah.
You know?
As long as it gets you there, for cheap as possible, 100%. But and one thing I love, you guys have like the best merch, by the way. This is the nicest merch setup I've ever seen. No one's come up with like the full. Did you steal this mannequin?
I don't know where we got it. It's been in the family for a long time.
Awesome.
But yeah, everything's DIY.
We hand make all of it. Hand cut the stickers.
We love the idea of just being able to make anything.
I love it.
So we actually have coasters, kind of some stranger assortments, chapstick.
You make these coasters too?
Yep.
I'm telling you, well, everything's like I guess if you come out to a show and you buy a coaster, it's like one of a kind.
It is.
It is indeed.
Yeah.
Every show is, hopefully.
Yeah. So you got any shows coming up or?
Yeah. We're playing June 22nd at Growlers. We're actually playing 4 Taylor Swift songs. It's part of the Divas and Icons showcase, and we're playing June 28th at High Tone for Queer Fest.
Nice.
And then we're playing Our Scene United at the end of July. I think July 26th.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, you guys have been busy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, like, what kind of, I guess, I mean, how's the last year been? Has it been kind of a roller coaster? Has it been, I mean, you got, because, really?
It certainly has. That's a good way of putting it.
What, how so?
So I feel like it's been a combination of a lot of goals and then kind of weeding out like what we really had time to do. We're both really busy, on and off playing other bands and have other jobs and other hobbies. Mm-hmm. So we've been really trying to prioritize what we want to do with Beg. We went in the studio twice.
Okay.
And now, because our sound changed a lot, so we had to go in the studio a second time to really, we wanted it to like capture our live sound and feel, because it is visceral and heavy and fun.
Yeah.
So we really feel like we did it this time, and we'll have a 4-song EP coming out in the next couple of months.
Nice.
We're polishing up. It'll be done mastering the next couple of weeks. Woo. And then we'll plan some kind of fun event. So
Like a nice little CD release, or
Absolutely,
yeah. Like, well, you say it's changed over the year. How's it changed, and is it been a mindset? Has it just been like you've been playing with different sounds?
That different textures, definitely with the evolution of kind of minimizing who is involved, just getting down to me and Audra, and then getting her sound right. When she found that bass tone and that guitar kind of duality, it really kind of just gave it a texture that the drums kind of had to raise up, I think, to the challenge to just being able to counterbalance that.
Unless you guys have like a nice little arms race between the two of you.
It has been, and that's what a lot of it is, that push and pull between the dynamic of kind of setting something down and really raising it up, and really just finding that texture between. We've rearranged some cymbals, kind of minimized the drum set as well. Again, both for the economics of what fits in the car, but also just really just toning down what sounds we need and what can really just build that tone that we're looking for.
Yeah, and you start packing it all in the car, and you know you can make these trips. Do you guys get to play it out of town anytime, like at all?
Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
I think we're just kind of building up our steam right now.
Awesome.
Hopefully we'll be opening up some networks soon.
I think we wanted to have an EP. We wanted to have something to be able to provide venues out of town before booking, things like that, to kind of have something to build hype. YouTube videos just don't translate as well with this kind of music.
Depending on who filmed it with their phone, it kind of has like a different feel to it depending on that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But we worked really hard on like the fullness of the bass tone and everything. And then even the guitar, which it's funny because the guitar makes a big difference with the bass tone. So we moved to this hollow body. So I look like a country western singer when we get up there, and people see the two of us, and so we really like the basses sometimes.
So they kind of like, oh, this is going to be a nice Patsy Cline cover, and then all of a sudden, wah! Just getting in it. Like, have you ever got to play a gig where like keeping that in mind? Like they kind of like saw like an aesthetic that they thought they were going to see. Here's one thing, and then when you come out and you just start hitting it, you see like the looks on their faces. Does it change?
Yeah, we played on Beale Street.
Beale Street was one.
And I think we ran out all of the regulars. I don't think they were there for that. But it was a good show.
Yeah.
It was fun.
When we played the thing for 98.1, I remember someone came up and said, I thought you were going to be a country band. You got up there in your boots. But it was really good.
I feel like if you're running out people, you're doing something either really right or really wrong. You know, like
hopefully walking that thin line.
Yeah, 100%. They're like, okay, like because you kind of just weed out the fans. You weed out the right people.
It's either your music or you're not.
Yeah,
you've got another style.
Absolutely, and that's one thing I love about you guys. A lot of it's just, I mean, there's just an attitude about what you guys are bringing to the table, and like. And it's even if you don't like the music, you could sense that attitude, and that brings a lot to the table, and that's, I mean, like, and your songwriting is incredible, but like you can feel it when you guys are up there, and you're just belting it out, man. You could tell it comes from the loins.
Thanks.
Yeah. I don't know how else to describe it because like
got a lot to say.
Yeah, because I mean, like, you know, you reach deep down for it. You know, it's like no care for your vocal cords at all. You're going for it. Do you, like every show, do you worry about like, all right, am I going to recover from this, or you just leave it all at the table right then and there?
I feel like because we do practice so much, I used to like, kind of lose my voice by the end of a set, and now we could play a show the next day. It is just working out those voice muscles. It sounds cliche, but it really has made a big difference. So I don't know.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't think there's like a neck brace you can like lift weights with or something like that. For that. You really just gotta get in there and practice. How often do you guys get to practice?
Once a week.
Yeah.
At least.
Sometimes more, depending on what we've got going on. So, I don't know. Don't smoke. Don't drink too much before the show, or you're not going to be able to scream like that consistently.
It's funny you say that because anytime I watch like these old Quincy on Netflix, incredible documentary, and like they'll have another one on like some like 70s funk band. Everybody is smoking cigarettes like it's going out, like they're going to steal it from them. And I don't understand how they're even still performing. It always amazes me.
Preserved for life at that point.
Yeah.
What's that?
Preserved for life.
Okay.
Yeah, those are legends.
Don't smoke, kids.
Yeah.
You just gave him the finger. We will come for you.
Definitely ban Mom.
Yeah, take your toys away.
Thank you.
So, where'd you get to record this EP at?
Mojo Bone Records.
Mojo Bone Records.
Yeah, with our friend Brian. He did a really good job. And then...
excellent job. And then we had mastering done through a local producer named Minivan Marcus.
Minivan Marcus?
So he does
That's a name
kind of
right
his
there. I
own
like that
electronic
name.
stuff, but really has a good handling on sound and conditioning, so he got us all set up. So excited to debut what we got. I think yesterday we kind of rounded the corner of really locking in the sound, so at this point it's just pushing the last 4 tracks through the machine and seeing what comes out on the other end.
Yeah, and you've been thrilled so far?
It's been fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's finally starting to achieve really just that energy that we can get live.
Because I take it if this is the second time you've gone in, like the first time you're like, we could do better?
Too polished.
Too polished.
It just sounded too good, and at that point it's not necessarily that the recordings were recorded essentially too well and we want worse recordings. We just want to really achieve the energy that we have, so we came in with a little different approach on how we were going to not use any kind of backing beats or anything like that. Really just perform it like a live session.
Awesome.
And record it that way.
Awesome. If you screw up, do you keep it in?
Everything's a screw up. Yeah,
Everything's a
absolutely.
screw up?
There's no mess ups when everything is a mess up.
Yeah, they're all, like, we didn't use a click track or anything, so every chorus is differently, a different, like, it was saying straight through. There's no, like, plug and play, and then the same with the guitar and the bass amps. It's one feed, there's really no change in that because of the way we play live, so there's not a bass in there. It's just that bass amp and the guitar amp, and Brian did some really cool stuff to capture that sound and give us the ability to still mix it and play with it. So
that's cool. That's cool. Is it like a DIY recording studio? Is it like in a house?
It's a house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a house with about 3 bedrooms dedicated to the mix. So,
yeah.
We've got some cool pictures on our Instagram at Beg Music, but it's like we used an ottoman to split up the amps and some stuff like that. So.
I mean, essentially that's exactly what an ottoman. It's fabric. It's got some, I don't know what, like feathers, but what I don't know, depending on how good it is. But I mean, it's the same when they set up the barriers in a recording studio. It's essentially the same thing.
This ottoman was huge too. I mean, it was like really large. It was sat up like this high when we turned it up and down. Yeah.
Ottoman's not is a couch, right? It's not. It's not a. Like an armoire. I don't want to confuse the...
No, yeah, it's like couch fabric and stuff.
Okay.
It's like that... I feel like an ottoman is that thing you, like, put your feet on.
Yeah.
But it was a really big, like, fancy one.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm not on my furniture game.
It's okay.
Okay.
I could have used the word ottoman wrong, so I hope that was right. If it's not, I don't
go
care.
to IKEA.
I love it was funny because the first EP we did in somebody's house, and the guitars would be in like the guest bedroom, the vocals would be in the master bedroom, the drums would be in the kitchen because they wanted like that
reflective of the tile,
just a bright kind of pop to it, and then like the bass player would be in the living room. But it was just kind of so funny. I was just like, because I always imagine like. And I hear about this in Memphis all the time, and it's just more common now that it's just because there's less money to go around. There's no one's just handing out record contracts and paying for all this stuff. So you could just drive through a neighborhood in Memphis, and you could just like, that looks like a good house. That looks like a good house. It's like it could be happening anywhere, and that's kind of like the guerrilla warfare of recording in this town. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think it sounds really good. It doesn't sound like it was recorded in a house, even though everything is now.
Yeah, I know. Like Migos was. You know Migos?
Absolutely.
Okay. You know Migos? You gave me a look like you didn't know what Migos was.
I'm not as cool as Thomas.
Okay, cool.
She's a lot cooler.
Yeah, well, Migos is a rap group from Atlanta, and they did this whole thing where like Noisy, the Vice extension of like their music, the music subreddit of their news organization. They did this thing called Atlanta, and it was like a 7-piece series, and they went to see Migos, and they were like. I mean, like it's like a gangster rap group, and they're in the suburbs in a gated community, and they're recording everything in a closet, like their whole album, which ended up going like platinum. It was just so wild that's like yeah, you could do this. You're not beckoning to anybody as long as you can pay the rent. You can record.
Mm-hmm. Nice humble beginnings.
Yeah, humble beginnings.
Mm-hmm.
So like, all right, so we got about a month before this comes out. The EP comes out. And I don't know. You want to do something special? Does it have to be I always ask, like, does it have to be a CD release, or is it just like?
So I don't think it has to be a CD release, but I think we want some of our like friends that are in bands to come and play, and us play and just kind of have a little party.
Yeah.
We've been playing a lot of like local festivals and things lately, just like the Our Scene United and Queer Fest and things like that. So I think we at least want to have like a locals show.
Yeah.
Because, I don't want to be, like, stealing the thunder at Queer Fest and being like, hey, we're releasing this tonight.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I at least want to have a party for it.
Absolutely.
And if not a show, just to be able to load up on a trailer and be pulled around the city while playing the music would be fun.
That would be awesome. Have your own little second line where you guys just play in the back of the trailer going up and down. What night at Queer Fest are you playing? Because wasn't it at the end of June?
Yeah. We're playing day 2.
Day 2?
So it's the Friday.
Okay.
It's the 28th.
Is it at High? Is it High Tone that night?
Yeah.
Okay.
We played last year and it was a riot. It was so much fun.
Really?
So.
Because I know I was talking to Grant and Risky Whispers, and I think he was saying they were going to play at Drew's.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
But I looked on the schedule and didn't have them because Drew's has an incredible stage.
Mm-hmm.
They have a really cool stage, so I want to talk to a band that gets to play it because.
We haven't played there in so long. They've been doing all kinds of renovations and stuff.
Yeah.
Over the years.
Yeah. Got good drag shows there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When was the last time you were at a drag show?
Within the year.
Within the year?
Yeah, within the year.
Yeah.
It's been a little moment.
That's a party.
Absolutely.
It's been over a year for me.
We need to combine. We need to play at drag shows.
I would be into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be a cool thing to see, to know that it's like playing to like wrestling.
Night.
But like that kind of like, not that the two are the same, but yeah, that'd be pretty awesome. I just had a thought and I forgot what it was. God almighty.
Getting all the bands together for a wrestling match.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's what it was. I heard drag queens, what they do is they glue their earrings to their ear, and they actually super glue the wigs on.
That's commitment.
That is commitment.
That is.
Like, what would be a beg version of super gluing a wig to your head?
Ripping it off.
That's a pretty metal move right there.
Accurate.
So I see you have a guitar case. I see the guitar here. Would you like to play a song for us, or?
Is that something that people do here?
Well, we had Alice Hazen, and she played the violin, and she
Awesome.
Because a lot of times it doesn't, like, a lot of bands don't necessarily have the, if it's like, we've had a lot of metal bands in here and a lot of rock bands, so it doesn't necessarily translate well. But I always want them to give it a shot.
Certainly.
So if they're willing,
Tiny desk.
definitely,
Yeah.
Hey, make a tiny desk out of it.
Certainly.
NPR, we're coming for you. So yeah, if you would like to, we'd love to have you right now.
Yeah, it's kind of our beginnings. It's like not super punk grunge music.
There you go. Why we didn't get Heels to do that, I don't understand why. Heels, we're gonna have you come back in here for that.
Shout out Heels and their new album.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Beg loves heels.
So what song are we going to hear today?
We're going to play an old one because the old stuff translates better into the acoustic. That's how it kind of all started. So we're going to play Little Sister. My little sister is like, she just got out of the hospital or something today. She's okay, but this is for her. She never watches any of this, but like we'll just pretend like she is. And people will be like, that's really sweet. She's playing for her little sister. Yeah. But no.
Even I'm just kind of like, yeah. I'm like, oh, let me hear this.
Okay. Are you ready?
Sure.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's awesome. It sounds great.
Thanks.
Yeah. That was called Sister?
Yeah. Little sister.
Little Sister?
She's like a sweet kid.
Yeah.
She's also too cool for me. I have really high standards of people, so I hang out with Thomas, hang out with her. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I was just thinking. I have a little sister too, and I think she's like the best of us. You know, like I can't live up to the standard that she's actually setting for the rest of us because she's so awesome. So it's kind of like a mile marker for like, all right, because she's constantly saying, "What are you doing?
Oh.
What are you doing? What's going on?" And I'm like, okay, I'll rethink that position and I'll get back to you. It's just nice to have like how old's your sister?
My little sister is 25.
She's 25?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like this epic artist, and she's got a good job, and she's like super pretty. She has like the longest hair, so I just keep cutting mine because I'm never gonna live up to it.
Look at the variety. Look at the variety. Like, do your parents deal with you guys differently because of that?
Man, only because I was hell on wheels, and she was a good kid.
Oh, I mean, it might have made it easier for her. I say that, but you know, I mean, that's, I don't know, different personalities and stuff like that. As a parent, they know. I'm not a parent, so I just imagine like, oh, how would I judge train wrecks? Kind of like, yeah, how would I clean up that one compared to that one? That's awesome. So your sister's doing better? I mean.
Oh yeah, she's good. It was routine, but.
Cool.
I was excited. We were playing that song that I wrote for her today. I was like, yeah, this goes out to you, kid.
Yeah.
I love pointing. I'm into that today. I'm sorry.
You don't point at people when they're in front of you, do you?
Only when I feel like it.
Okay.
You know?
I don't know when the pointing got rude, but I don't know. Sometimes it's just a good mile marker. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Buddy.
He's pointing at you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm again, I wish, like, now I'm watching you play that, and now all I'm seeing is, just the drums going. It's distorted. Now that you got the bass and it's just got the thicker sound. How do you account for, like, because when you split the signal, you have to, like, there's a lot of gaps in sound. So, like, to get that kind of crunchy tone between the notes, have you figured out that? Have you experienced that? Because that's one of the things I've kind of experienced. Because I'm in a 2-piece right now, and I'm using actually a guitar amp because I couldn't afford a bass amp right now. But is that filling the space in between the notes for you?
I think that the guitar head, we kind of overstress the little 10-inch that we have. That is just the guitar head by itself, and that in itself has a lot of the feedback and a lot of kind of the high end.
Yeah. So it's like a clean signal going through the kind of the octave pedal, and so it's like a clean bass feed going into the bass, but then the the non-effect out, it goes through a distortion pedal. So the bass feed doesn't get touched by the distortion. It's just the guitar.
Stays really clean and crispy, while the guitar kind of carries all that fuzz.
But you have the octave on the bass going to the bass?
We do.
Oh, so it just gives it that muddier, thicker...
That double tone.
They cut it with a knife. Awesome.
Yeah, it would be too much distortion in both. I mean, those are things that I never want to say. Like, too much distortion is not a real thing. But
just controlled distortion. Just like controlled chaos.
Sometimes you're forced to be a grown-up. It's like that. Those the little things. It's like, okay, I don't need to necessarily just blast them.
Yeah, too far.
But you kind of like I guess that's when you talk about the year of growth that you guys had together. That's like one of those things, kind of like, all right, I got to restructure this.
Yes, definitely trying to achieve that low end and really just getting that fullness that can kind of counterbalance the kick or any kind of work that's going in on that low end or voice.
Yeah, we had an octave pedal that we used years ago.
Just didn't do the work.
It didn't. So we had to, research and then test out some octave pedals.
We went through about 4 of them before we landed on the...
We didn't buy them.
Okay.
But we tested them
to
find what tone was going to actually sound like a bass and not just kind of really warbled, like if some of them come out being, it's like,
yeah.
No, I want it to sound like a bass. So,
yeah.
I don't know, we figured it out. It took a lot of time, but it really paid off because we did get a lot of comments on the fullness.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, no, this whole thing.
Yeah. It's hard. Like, it's gotta. You ever find it hard to take a compliment after when you get off stage?
Oh, I just want to get myself off the stage and not be one of those guys talking.
It's okay to take a compliment at that point, but at that point, we're kind of focused on
getting it
out. Back in the car.
Yeah.
Understand.
And then we'll talk.
All right. What's your dream gig? What's the one you lay down at night and you're like, if we could only get to that point?
I feel like there are maybe dream bands that we would want to play with.
Yeah,
even better.
And I think it would be
even
two
better.
different scenarios.
Yeah.
For yours, I don't know what yours would be. I know mine would be like in a dark, sweaty, smoky basement that would just be packed out. And an opening for some really grungy bands would be really fun, like Lightning Bolt, something that would just have that same kind of comparable energy.
Okay.
That would be, I think, probably an ideal scenario for me.
I've never heard of Lightning Bolt, so what are they?
At least
I just saw your face getting so excited.
Their stick is, it is a 2-piece, but their stick is they never play up on a stage. They play right in the middle of a room and pack out houses. So essentially, it is elbow to elbow where people are getting pushed on top of the drums, but the music doesn't ever stop.
That's awesome.
There's a really great documentary online.
A documentary on Lightning Bolt?
Mm-hmm, yes.
Where can they find it?
YouTube.
On YouTube?
Yes.
Even better, free.
Yes.
Love it.
But that would be mine. Audra?
Man, I just don't want to get knocked over while we're
oh,
that's fine.
Okay.
If we get offered that gig, we'll play it because that's your dream gig.
Cool.
I agree with a smaller venue if it's really packed. I would rather play a small venue that had a lot of energy flowing through it and had a just entirely full house than just some crazy. No, we would still play somewhere crazy big, but
and whatever's available. Yeah.
I agree with
we're adaptable. I think that's the best part. Is when it's a house party, we can play house party. We've I guess have a laundry list of probably at least 18, 20 songs right now. So at that point, we kind of can really piece together a set depending on the circumstances. So
yeah,
we've played acoustic gigs, we've played house shows, and everything in between. So yeah, bring it on.
Who's gonna appreciate the Taylor Swift cover? It's like this place. We're gonna play it tonight.
Something interesting about that is I've never heard any of the originals. I've only heard what she's brought and strummed and sang. So for me, it's really fun because they are kind of originals. I don't know what the source material is. But.
Yeah, well, he's not allowed to hear any of them until after that show, and
really?
then he can listen to them. So.
I like that.
It's been fun.
I really dig that because, as far as you know, this is the way it's supposed to sound.
I don't know.
So you can't screw it up.
I can't.
Yeah.
Well, I maybe still can. I'll find a way.
Unless you get the look.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Oh, I know the look because I've given the look.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing, man?
Get it together.
Yeah. Because there was someone told me the one time that this was like an exercise they used to do. I forgot who it was. God bless them. They would go on ultimateguitartab.com and they would just find a random tab. And without hearing the song, they would learn how to play it, and they'd play it and they'd learn it their own way, and then they go listen to the song afterwards.
Oh wow,
that's pretty neat.
Yeah, I was like, man, that's like a really cool exercise because then you get to just kind of like paint the canvas yourself, and then if you like it, and then you might end up hating the song. You're like, no, mine's better. You might throw it in your in your own little repertoire.
Certainly.
Yeah.
That's a cool exercise. Absolutely.
18, 19 songs. 18, 19 songs. That's the bank.
This is the bank. Probably for the first EP, or the first LP, we'll probably be dropping maybe 10 to 12 of them that are some of our favorite originals right now.
That's awesome. Yeah, and nothing but Taylor Swift covers for not nothing but 4 Taylor Swift covers for Queerfest.
No.
I messed that up.
So we're playing the week before Queerfest. We're playing a show called Divas and Icons at Growlers, and so they were like, pick a pop star, and I was like, how about Taylor Swift? We already cover Shake It Off.
That's cool.
But they're definitely going to be our versions.
Okay.
Of them.
You gonna do me?
No.
No? Oh.
I don't know enough of her songs. See, I put this poll out. I was like, tell me your favorite Taylor Swift songs. I put them on a Spotify playlist, and then I just picked ones from those that I thought would be fun, kind of alt versions of them.
Oh, so this wasn't because you had like a strong emotional connection to Taylor Swift. You're just like, all right, just picking something out of a fishbowl?
Well, yeah, I mean, for as far as the songs that we're picking, no, yeah, I had heard like so few of these songs on this list. Yeah, asking for a friend. What are your favorite Taylor Swift songs?
That's funny. Sorry. That's funny. Who would be the, if you didn't have to pick Taylor Swift, who would be your pop star?
Tony Braxton. Who would you do?
Tony Braxton.
Yeah, I would do some hits.
Dude, I'm gonna start calling you Mom. That's my mom loves Tony Braxton.
You know. I like
yes.
I like the early Kesha stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, me and my friend took a road trip to see her last year though, and she's like some country singer now. It was like not what I was expecting. It's like, oh no, this isn't that fun.
Kesha went country?
It was like very calm. You know, it wasn't like super poppy.
Okay.
But I like her.
Yeah.
I think Lady Gaga's cool.
Yeah.
She's got some neat stuff.
She's the jam.
And she's got some flair, you know?
Yeah.
Don't expect outfits like that, though, at our shows.
No meat dress? You ever seen the meat dress?
Maybe a little bit, like a bacon.
Like, if you get a meat dress, like, it's made of, like, pork chops, but, like, almost like Macho Man Randy Savage tassels of bacon.
Yes.
That would be pretty cool.
Fringe, yeah. I like that.
All right, I might be stealing that one. I'm going to write that one down. That's awesome.
I feel like that would be a really expensive outfit.
Yeah,
you know?
Probably
it would spoil after every. Yeah.
I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. It's a great idea.
Yeah,
and you let me know when you're wearing that, and we will be at that show.
After every show, I'm going to go to a tanning booth so it cooks and sizzles, and then everybody can eat off of me afterwards with 2 body shots.
There it is.
Body shots of bacon. Sorry.
No.
Sounds lovely.
No. I can tell you're not on board, but it's okay.
I really like it for you.
I'm sorry you feel that way is all I heard. Well, all right. 4-song EP coming out next month. Divas show at Growlers. That is, what's the date again on that one?
The 22nd.
22nd.
And then the 28th at Queer Fest.
Queer Fest.
That's a big show.
Yeah, which is like 3 or 4 days. It's fun as hell. All
the bands are so awesome. They have some great comedians. It's going to be so excellent.
Yeah, Jay Jackson, Charlie McMullen, I believe, is on that one. They got a couple other people. Lisa Michaels, Midtown Queer. There's like so many bands there for that one. So
yeah, I feel like it's who's who of fun Memphis bands.
100%, 100%.
So, the same for Our Scene United.
Yeah, in July.
Sorry.
What's that? Yeah, I think I'm on that one too, so I'm looking forward to that one too. I think this is the second time they've done it, or third time?
This is our first time getting to do it, but the lineup last year was phenomenal.
Yeah.
So, and the guy that puts those on is like really awesome.
Taylor.
He's the same, he's doing the Divas and Icon show, so he asked us if we wanted to do that, and I was like, man, love working with this guy. Let's do it. Yeah,
his last name's evading me. I'm sorry, Taylor, but yeah, he's been putting together a lot of good shows. Just like refreshingly, I think is he refreshingly heavy, refreshingly
innovative,
pop.
And
yeah. It's cool when you have like kind of like a nice little landscape like that, so everybody kind of gets a taste. Because a lot of times when there's so many different sounds in this town. A lot of times people don't even know how to ask the other band to play with them. So you it's like an audition for everybody else, so we can look forward to and get like other shows. I love that.
I know we definitely have used them for that. Just been like, oh, we want to play with this band and this band and this band. Hit us up.
Yeah, and so thank you for playing a song for us today. That's awesome.
Thank you so much for having us in.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Beg. And I want to get a little closer. You have chapstick.
Yeah.
See the chapstick? Can I get them closer up on that one? There you go. And just check out one more time. Buy merch, because that's what pays for all of these EPs and stuff. You ever try to like shave or cut your hair or something like that, and you move your hand in the opposite direction, but it looks like you're going the right way at first?
It happened last time I shaved. It wasn't good.
The NASA one's my favorite.
Okay.
I have that one in my guitar case.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, and this one. Lego. But yeah, support local Memphis music. Next week we got Burn the Witch coming into the studio, and we'll talk about them. They brewed a beer. Meddlesome Brewery brewed their own beer for them, which is pretty awesome. Like that's like my ultimate gig. Getting a beer made after the band is like up here now.
Next goal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you so much for joining us on the Stump. We'll be here next week, same time, 3 o'clock, Facebook Live. We'll see you then.
Woo.